Hey everybody, it's been a while since I've given you an update on my garage that I am turning into a workshop. My husband and I have been cleaning and cleaning and cleaning for days, and we emptied it out. And now that it's empty, I want to take care of this floor. This concrete, it just creates dust and stuff. I want to finish it off with something really cool, so I've got a really cool plan on making this floor look really pretty and really easy to maintain for this workshop. So I'm going to be using this Rust-Oleum RockSolid garage floor coating kit in this nice gray color with the speckles. I think this is going to give it a really nice look. It's a polycuramine finish, which is actually 20 times stronger than epoxy. It's a two-part mix. It's going to take a little work, but it's going to be really awesome. So let me show you what comes with it. Okay, this kit comes with basically everything you need. Of course, the floor coating, which is in this pouch that is a two-part pouch, and we're going to mix those together when it's time to actually do the floor. And then it comes with a foam roller, that's exactly what you need, and the chips that you can disperse after it. So when the floor is wet, you sprinkle those chips and it gives it this spotted flake look, which is gonna look really nice and hide imperfections. But before I can even think about applying the RockSolid coating, I've got to clean this floor. I'm gonna sweep it out really carefully, rinse it out. I'm going to use this degreaser cleaner to really scrub it and get rid of any stains and rinse it really well. This floor's got to be spick and span. I started by sweeping, of course, and then I used my blower to get the rest of the dust out. I hosed everything down, and then I mixed up my degreaser with some water in a bucket and poured that over the whole floor. The cleaner degreaser's been sitting for 20 minutes. I've been spraying it to keep it nice and wet so that it can soak into the stains. So now I'm going to hit it with this scrub brush and really try to, get any stains that are up. To help me out, I've also got this, which is a new tool to me. It's a big giant squeegee, and that'll help me to push the water out of the way and help dry it. I've got some gloves so that I hope we don't get blisters handling these things. And, oh yeah, I've got these. I'm gonna get this floor clean. I would say this is a very good day's work. I got this thing squeaky clean. This squeegee that I got, this was game changing. Like, I never even knew such a thing existed, this big giant squeegee. Fantastic. I've been scraping the water out of here. It's worked really well. So now I'm just gonna let it dry. The rest of the water that's on here is gonna dry up. It's gonna look great. I'm not saying it's clean enough to eat off of, but if I dropped a cookie on it, the 5-second rule would apply. My floor is dry and clean and ready to go on to the next step. So because my concrete is sealed, I actually don't have to etch it or sand it or grind it or anything, because I'm going to use this recoat primer from Rust-Oleum. This is going to be a really nice shortcut that I can just put this straight down onto the concrete, and it will prime it and get it ready for the RockSolid, which will be the next step. So I've got my painting clothes on, I've got a brush and a roller, and I'm going to prime this floor. So because my concrete was previously sealed, I was able to use this recoat primer that Rust-Oleum makes. I just cut it in around the edges with a brush and then rolled the middle with a roller. And this is a big time saver because I didn't have to actually grind or etch the floor. So if your concrete is not sealed, then you would definitely need to etch the surface so that the finished coat would bond to it. And there is etching powder included in the kit, but because mine was sealed, I got to skip that step. Okay, I've stopped for a minute because I've gotten pretty far here and I want to show you these results. This is amazing. I mean, this isn't even the finished coat, but this is the old concrete, this is the primer. It's like a world of difference. Imagine when I have this like with my proper full coating on there. Oh, it's gonna look so good. So I'm working my way through. I'm saving this spot here by the door. I'm gonna do all this and then back out and go that way, because the garage door, I don't want to open that and risk getting leaves and stuff in here. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm going to keep on going, because this might be the most satisfying thing I've done in a very long time. Oh, look at that. It just covers up all of that ugly, ugly old concrete. And then once I get my nice RockSolid finish on top of this, oh, it's going to be beautiful. I have done the whole floor except for this little spot. I'm standing here in the doorway. I'm going to work my way out, say goodbye to the very last of the ugly, ugly concrete. Hey everybody, the floor, the primer is all done, looks fantastic. Jo is here today to help me. She's putting the roller on. We're gonna put this RockSolid top coat on today. It's gonna be really awesome. I can't wait to see how this looks.
The RockSolid is a two-part mixture, and the bag has two different sides to it with a little seal in the middle. So you just kind of roll it up on one side until it pops, and then you can mix them together and just sort of knead it in the bag so that everything is evenly distributed. Then you just snip off the corner of the bag and take it over to your surface and start pouring it in thin ribbons. We started by pouring a little in the corner and using a brush to cut in around the edges, and then we came back and filled it in with a roller. You definitely want to work in small areas, maybe a 4 foot by 4 foot section at a time, and just pour more coating in a ribbon and then spread it out with your roller as you go. And don't forget those color chips that came with the kit. Whenever you are finishing a section, you want to go back and broadcast these over the wet surface so that they can stick. Make sure you always throw them really high into the air and only a small pinch at a time so that you get nice even distribution. Just work your way across the floor one section at a time, pouring ribbons of coating and spreading it out with your roller. It really helps to have two people here so that you have someone to pour and someone to roll. When you get to the expansion joints in your concrete, make sure you do not fill them up with coating because you want to keep those loose and free so that they can expand and contract with the weather as they were designed.
Okay, we have finished the garage. It looks amazing. Let me show you how the floor looks. Look at that beautiful glossy finish. Hi, Jo. Loving this finish. Oh, look how good that looks with the flakes on there. So this will sit and cure for a few hours and then we'll be able to go in there.
After everything was coated, we left it to cure overnight. You can walk on RockSolid within 8 to 10 hours and drive on it after 24 hours, but we left it overnight just to be sure that everything was nice and cured up because we didn't want to mess up that beautiful finish.
Hey everybody, the floor is done and I'm so pleased. Look at this. Look at this beautiful finish. The chips are perfectly embedded. It's glossy. Look at that shine. It's so hard. It's just been drying overnight. I love it. The whole room looks fantastic. I am just so pleased with this garage floor. I can't get over it. This RockSolid garage floor coating kit, this polycuramine finish, the fact that it's done the next day is fantastic, and I love this really glossy finish. This is gonna be a really great start to my garage workshop. Now that I got the floor done, I can start working on all the other stuff, the walls, the organization. There's gonna be so much to come.